Hi, it's Melissa with Messy Missy Creates. I am coming to you today making my junk journal for Margarete Miller's Collage Weekly assignments. I believe it's called Collage Weekly Planner, but I did not buy the planner. I just bought the assignments. So she puts out a set of prompts for every week. It's 52. And there's a series of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 prompts and a bonus. The bonus can take the place of one of the prompts if you don't have one of the prompts. Anyway, I am going to do I'm going to do a book. I'm going to try to do it where I can fit all 52 weeks into one book. So I have picked this one. I like the feel of it. I like the size of it. I like pretty much everything about it. The only thing that I'm not 100% sure is this is about a 1-inch spine, and I think I'm going to need 3 signatures. 3 into... I had the math worked out. Let's see. 3 into 52 is like 17. So I'd need 2 signatures with 17 pages. That doesn't mean I need 17 papers. It means I need half of that. So basically each signature would have about, let's say about 9 papers in each one. I think that gives me, yeah, something like that. And I had it figured out, but right now I'm just going to do the deconstruction part, and then I'm going to decide what shape the spine is in. And the reason why I'm going to do that is if you've ever deconstructed a book, you know that sometimes you go oops and you cut through a spine or something like that anyway. So I am going to just see if I can work this apart a little bit, break some of the stitching. I'm pretty sure it's all stitched in. It's also, you know, this cover page is always like glued to another page. So I'm going to see if I can just break some of the stitching before actually cutting it. So I think I've pulled it apart a little bit. Everybody has a different way of doing this. I am just going to start by popping some of these stitches. I can actually see. This is an old reading school book. It actually was a reading school book at a Christian school. I don't know that it's, you know, like a Christian book or anything like that. That, for these purposes, is irrelevant. I just know that it's got decent structure, decent bones, and good size, good feel, and that's all I need to know. So I am finessing this. I'm trying not to cut my fingers off. That would be the preferred method. And I don't know if I've ever done this on camera. So we shall see if it's a good idea or not. Because I'm not with 100% of my, here we go. I'm making some headway. I'm trying to keep the book, the block intact. So that's why I'm just kind of finessing. I'm also just trying to weaken that. There we go. You can feel it when it kind of pops and it starts to give. And I'm just working on one at a time. Now, some school books are stapled in and glued and sewn and I don't know. Not sure why. I mean, they definitely lasted. There's also, you can also just take and cut this off if you're not going to keep the spine. But I'm trying to see if I can keep the spine on intact so I don't have to recreate that if I don't have to. I'm a little unsure of, because of the size, if it will work, but I don't want to make huge holes in my pages either. So anyway, I'm just finessing at the moment and seeing how I can, because like I said, I can see the stitches and I just want to pop them and try not to cut up as many pages as I can. Obviously, I don't have to have all of the pages, but I would like for as many as I can to remain in a signature so I don't, or you know, together, so that I don't have to glue all the pages back together. I'm going to try to use as many of these pages because this is a perfect feel. The paper just feels so wonderful. It's a matte, good matte finish. So actually, okay, I'm going to cut this page out of the way and see if that helps a little. Helps, you know, see if that helps me get in there a little bit better. And hopefully I'm not cutting pages or the spine. So anyway, it's just a finesse game. I have deconstructed several books now. I haven't done, it's been a little while since I've done one. And they're all different. And it also depends on what you're going to use it for. You know, if I'm trying to keep the book intact, or if I don't care, if it's falling apart, then that makes it even easier. But if I'm trying to keep either the spine intact, or the structure of the book intact, or the pages, you know, it's, let me see if I can come at this in a different angle. Some of them you can take and just pop the, some of them you can take and pop the signatures, but that's not how, these are probably sewn in, and they have, like I said, some of them have huge staples in this way when they're school books. And some people don't fool with school books anymore because they are so, they're so well made. And, oh, here we go. But I love old school books. I love the content. I love the illustrations in them. I love the big lettering of the words. And, you know, it's just kind of, I just like them. So that's my, but it also has this piece of book cloth right here too. So that's what I'm trying to cut through at the moment. Okay, let's put that down for a minute. So just keep wiggling at it and wiggling at it. Now when I get done here, I might end up having to replace the spine. But my goal is to keep the spine intact. I'm really concerned that 1 inch is not enough for, it's not enough for 3 signatures. I could do a half of a year. I really don't want to have to do that. See, if I knew for sure that I wasn't going to use this particular spine, I could just take some scissors and I could cut right here. And then just build a new spine and be done with it. And I think that's probably what I should do. I'm just trying to see if I can keep the spine intact. Sometimes you can expand the spine a hair because of that piece right there. And that's what I'm thinking. That way I don't have to totally rebuild the spine, because I'd like to start using this. I'm already, you know, a week or so into the year. And I'd like to go ahead and be using it. I've got some of my prompts ready. and I'd like to start collaging. I had started the Junk Journal January, and really found that I was enjoying the collage. I had been wanting to do more collage, and I just hadn't been. There we go. And I hadn't been doing it. And sometimes you just need some prompts to get you going. And so I was really enjoying doing the Junk Journal January, and I thought, well, I'll go ahead and do these as well. I'm probably not going to keep up with the pace of it necessarily, as it, you know, per week or whatever, but just do them as I can do them. There might be some weeks I do, you know, more than one, and some weeks I don't get to it at all. But I'm excited about doing it. Let's see. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta rip it. Enough of this finesse. Now we need some brute. Let's see. Yeah. I think that is some very strong book cloth. And you figure this book is how old? And it used to really bother me to tear it, to deconstruct books, but 1964, 1966. But then I realized that when they get donated to the thrift stores, even, well, now there's only one thrift store in our area that I know of that even has books. The rest of them just get chunked. So when I realized that, I was like, you know, I'm actually saving it. Okay. That was a little more dramatic than I really wanted it to be. Oh yeah, these do have, I think I see staples. Yeah, see, they're sewn and then they're glued, and then, yeah, they wanted to make sure these kids were not gonna tear these up. Okay, I'm not gonna fool with the book block just yet. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. Let's see. And then see what I end up with. It looks like a hot mess right now. But I just want to trim this off a little bit so I can see what I'm dealing with. And I think I'm going to have to, probably going to have to rebuild this spine anyway. I don't know. But see, like I was saying, sometimes, because they have this where it's stapled, it only gains about another ½ inch, but you know, if you, let me see, I have this big old ruler, but see, from here to here, I don't know if you can see that, whereas the spine as they used it was only about 1 inch, this one is almost 2 inches. So see, I could have, yeah, one down the middle, one there, and one there. I think I can pull it off. I just need, what did I say it was? Let me do it from the inside. From this point to I'm measuring from bookboard to bookboard. And then I need to, so it expands it to about 1.5 inches. And I think I can get 3 out of that. That was what I was hoping for. And it's going to have, you know, the crocodile mouth and the whole kit and caboodle, but I really just wanted to use the book as it sits. I even thought about doing a hidden spine. And I'm digging on this blue tape that they used in the corners, and I don't think I'm going to, well, I don't know. I thought about keeping all of this intact. I don't want to put new, cover papers or anything. I just want it to sit just like it is. And, you know, because most of the collage assignments are going to be, probably, they're mostly going to be kind of the vintage feel. Some of them might be playful, but anyway, so that's what I'm That's what I'm thinking. And I need to cut about 9. By about an inch. I don't want to go all the way up to the book board. I'm trying to feel where the book board is. See, like it's like right here. And right here. So I was trying to see if I could put a indentation mark right there. See, right there and right here. And it's where they allowed for those extra stitches to go in sideways. So now let me see if I can get an accurate measurement. So see, we're actually a little over. Trying to get it in there real good. It's almost 1 3/4 inches. So if I make my spine here, let me see if I have some pre-cut. That's not what they were cut for, but they will certainly, I think it's actually either mixed media paper or watercolor paper. But see, that's just a hair over 1.5 inches and a little bit over 9. So if I mean, I have cardboard boxes, I have, you know, cereal boxes, and I might do that, but I was just looking to see what I would have to work with here. So yeah, I think if I do that and that, see, now we just increase the spine. What you think? I think that's plenty big for 3 signatures. Okay, I'm gonna go cut some cardboard and I will be back. Okay, I've got a box of just a cracker box. And, oh wait, actually, I said I was thinking about doing a hidden spine. So, yeah, I think I'm still gonna glue this in. And then I will use a piece of, maybe another piece. Yeah, I could have cut this a little bit bigger, but this is just reinforcement. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this in. I'm using my Fabri-Tac stinky glue. Isn't that what everybody says? This is stinky. Just to make sure it's got a hold. And it's less than half full. I haven't used it in a while. So I need to, let's see, give it some time to work its magic and work its way down. It has been a long time since I have done one of these, let alone a hidden spine. So I have not gone back and refreshed my memory or anything like that. So I might be way off base. If that's the case and I can't do it because I already glued this down, then I will just do it the regular way. But in the meantime, I know I need to reinforce the spine. So going to do that. I'm going to make sure I can close both sides. Got good clearance. Put my top back on my glue because that Fabri-Tac likes to it likes to keep oozing for a little while. Let's see, I think I really need it to come this way a hair. Yeah, okay, it shifted. Good. Yay. I wonder if I can make this magnet stick and hold it down. Alrighty. Nope, don't do that. You're gonna get a cut. Those metal rulers are a little on the sharp side sometimes. Well, they're made to cut. Anyway, I cut that off camera because I used my big cutter. And it's in another room. And okay. So far we have, now that is going to look different, and I might put some fabric on it. I might do something. I'm just going to see. I'm just kind of playing it by ear. We did sort of increase it to about 1.5 inches, 1.3 inches, which means I have about 1.5 inches to work with in here. So I think this will be okay. If not, then I'll just cut off the spine and make another one. I just, anytime I can leave the spine, I like to. You can do a hollow spine, but I'm trying to make sure I have it glued well. Okay. And then I'm still going to have to do, let's see. Oops, I dropped something, sorry. If that hurt your ears. This is just a piece of linen, broadcloth, I don't know, something like that. Probably going to need something a little wider than that, maybe out to here. And then I can, take my paper and glue it to there, and then sew my signatures in, and then glue it in. So, like I said, it's been a minute since I've even seen anybody do that, let alone having done it, myself. But for now, I just wanted to do that part, and I'm going to, let's see. Yeah, definitely. I'll have to figure out what I want to do here to hide some of that, but I don't know. I thought about trying to clean the cover a little bit too. I know you can do that. I might do a little bit of that, but it's just in such good structural condition that I really just want it to leave it intact. I want it to look like a book sitting on the shelf, and it would have if I hadn't have pushed the edges of the spine. It would look much better. But we'll see. I will see what becomes of it. Let me go get the rest of my supplies, and I'll be right back. I cut 3 strips of these. I could have just gone and cut some more cardboard, but I had these, and so I might as well use them. I don't know what else I'd use them for, so, oops. So if you drop your bottle of glue, let's see, and get it all over the place. All right, I already glued 2 of them together. I'm just going to put this third one on and let it dry for a second. I was cleaning up this book block, and lo and behold, it does have staples in it. So that does not surprise me. I was actually surprised that it wouldn't have had them, because most of the school books do. So anyway, but no, I had these strips already cut for something else. I must have just cut some paper down or something, and so I had these already, so I figured I'd use them. Give them a minute to dry. I had done the lines. I divided them into 3 so that I could have my signatures, and well, I didn't do a very good job of lining them up, but okay, so we're gonna let that dry for a second. I'm gonna show you. These are the staples, if you can see. This one only has 2 in it, thank goodness. But after I peeled away all the glue and the whatever and got the strings out. And so now I'm going to figure out how to do this with you. These are wire cutters. They're not pliers. But hopefully I can get them to work. It's better than using your scissors, because I have broken some scissors trying to do this. And I don't know where my pliers are right at the moment. It's better to have the right tools for the job, but than to ruin. But these are just some cheap old little wire snips. I used to make jewelry, so I have several pair of them. Now I use them to cut dies apart in my card making. So, let's see. All right, I bent that up. It surprised me that there's only one thing there, so hopefully these will come out pretty easy. Man, those must be some big staples. Yeah, this might not work. Let's see. Get some of that glue out from around there. See if I can. Just can't quite get a hold of them. Well, maybe I'll cut it. That would probably. Whoop. Hello. That's why you don't use sharp objects. Alright, I might have to sacrifice a pair of scissors. I have broken many a tips off of scissors trying to do this. But I'm just trying to get it to lift a little so I can get underneath there. Okay, the other option is to try to pound. Nope, that's not working. I'm wondering if it's 2 sets of staples in there. So let's do this. Let's see if we can pull it off one signature at a time. And I don't have to have all of the pages if I can salvage some of them. Let's see. Let's see what they look like. So they have lots of holes in them. So you still have to, you really still have to tape them in some ways. And I'm going to use maybe a third of these. I mean, no, not a third of the available book pages. I'm going to use maybe a third of my pages. I'm doing 3 signatures of, what did I say, about 9? I should have done the math again off camera, but I will figure it out. Okay, so I'm just going to pick some of these, and then I'm going to use, like I said, I'm still going to, you know, I don't have any masking tape in here, but I might use masking tape. So I am going to use some of these. I'm not going to use any with pictures that I might use for a collage. So I'll go through those in a minute. I'll show you the other papers I'm going to use. And then we will put the signatures together. And I can use this. I can, you know, scrapbook paper. I just cut it down. Or what I might do is use this for my cover sheet or my, it's not cardstock, it's just paper. You know, I've been saving this because I think it's so pretty, but I have no clue as to what I would make out of it. This one is cardstock, and I love this paper. I actually made a journal out of it one time, and I might do that again for Valentine's. Put that to the side. I'm inclined to use my least favorite. I don't know what I would ever use that for. This was just a stack of papers that was out, and I had not put it back up. I had been rearranging stuff right and left. And this was, I had taken it out to do something. That's interesting, but I think I'd rather save that for like the top layer of a collage. Definitely don't want birthday candles. That wouldn't be horrible. I think I want something a little more muted than that. Don't want flip-flops, don't want balloons. Sand. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking about using these as my cover. Oh, I gotta make a decision, don't I? I really don't like this as a whole, but maybe if it's... Yeah, that might not be too bad. I think I'm gonna say, I don't know. This would make good if I had to redo the inside covers or something. Okay, so let me start with this. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm not sure about that one, but can't imagine I'd use it for anything like cut down. Okay, so if those were my signature covers, I'm not going to count these in my signature, so let me put one. Okay, what was I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. So that leaves me with needing 4 book pages, I think. 2, 3. I'm tempted to do 10. That definitely gives me the option to do, because sometimes I like to do a double page spread. Oh, that's a pretty... Some of the art in these things are just amazing. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 10 including the cover. So I might stop there and see what... I'm gonna move some of this out of the way so I can fold these. Clear off my spot a little bit. Man, that got my tabletop so gritty. I should have wiped it off. Okay. Somewhere under this mess, I have a bone folder. I'm gonna fold these. Right here, I'm figuring out that the pages are too thick and it's pushing the edges of my signature out past the book. And so now I'm going to count and recount and do some journal math and see if I can decrease the number of pages that I need if I choose to do just single page spreads instead of double page spreads. I know that if I choose to stick with this, I can trim the edges of those signatures, and that's not a big deal, but I just trying to see different ways I can make this work. And And in the next video, we will put the book together. Have a great day. Bye.